Coming up, he's 15 years old and already an award-winning media entrepreneur. And if that's not enough, this precocious teen is also a giver who has interviewed legends from sports and entertainment. That story coming up next on Wake Up America Weekend, only on Newsmax. Our guest recently won a youth entrepreneur competition in Detroit with an impressive first-place prize. Here's the winning announcement.
And in first place, drumroll at home, Global Kid Media.
All right, $10,000 for Global Kid Media. That's some serious cash, kid.
Joining us now, the president of Global Kid Media, 15-year-old media entrepreneur Vedant Gupta. Welcome to Wake Up America.
What's up, guys? Really excited to be making my first national TV appearance with you, and had to bring the energy, right? Energy.
I love it. I love it. So you won the competition, but something that amazes me, I was telling my daughters about this, is that you gave back 10% of that to the other 4 contestants and a foundation. That is so cool. Why'd you do that?
Well, I think for me, it's always important to encourage other kid entrepreneurs that they can do things young as well. I know I wish I had a lot more people on my side, and I have had a lot of people who supported me in my journey thus far, doing 1,500 celebrity interviews, 300 plus hosted shows, traveling for hundreds of hours on the road, and, doing 30 plus partnerships on the business side. So I thought other kids need that support as well, and if I'm not giving back, who is? So I decided to give a little bit on my side and be able to help those kids as well.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Vedant, you've done 1,500 celebrity interviews. You're generating tens of thousands of dollars in partnerships with major players. How did you get started, and how do you find the time to do all of this?
Well, it's definitely a balance for sure. I started when I was 11 years old, and basically it started with one opportunity to cover one event, and that was a Detroit NCAA tournament first round. And from there, I kind of realized, hey, I have 2 passions, speaking and sports. So let's put the 2 together and see what we can bring. And so since then, I've really wanted to be the first visible kid on national TV to show other kids they can start young as well. And just been doing this until I can accomplish that goal.
I feel like I'm talking to a 25-year-old, not a 15-year-old. You actually do, you do a better interview than most adults. So you're being interviewed now, but then you also do the interviewing. You've interviewed stars like Snoop Dogg, Patrick Mahomes, NBA MVPs, Magic Johnson. What was that like? And who was your favorite person to interview?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I'd say interviewing some of those stars, to me, I've never gotten starstruck. I've taken the moment to try to learn something. I think a lot of us can try to do that sometimes when we're sitting with someone who has been that accomplished in life. Let's soak in those life lessons. Let's try to learn what they're talking about. And I'd say by far my favorite interview, it wasn't even with one of maybe the mainstream stars. It was with these kids from the Special Olympics. And that was so special because they have so much excitement, they have so much passion, and they have that no-quit attitude. No matter what obstacles are in their way, they're going to overcome that. I thought that was amazing. So that's definitely my favorite. And I also interviewed someone named Chris Nikic, who, if anyone watched the ESPYs, he was honored there with a Jimmy V Award, and he had a lot of excitement and a cool story to tell as well.
Vedant, I've watched a number of your interviews. You always ask great questions. You're always very well researched. You know the person. You know what you're talking about when you go and you do this. And it's just incredibly impressive. I think a lot of journalists could learn from watching you. But I got to ask you, who's the interview? That's the dream interview? Who's the person that you really want to get to? You really want to interview?
Well, I think, first of all, kids need a platform in order for every kid to be able to meet the person that they want and to be able to interact with the person that they want. And that starts in media. Kids need a bigger platform. And, for me, of course, I'm going to say some of the stars in sports, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, some of the guys who are the most accomplished, but not just the boring questions. I want to learn from them. I also want to talk to, young leaders like Malala, like Greta Thunberg, and learn from them and get those stories out to other kids as well. So those are kind of a couple of the answers. But to me, I think an interview is a lot more than just the person you're talking to. It's what you can learn.
That's right.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
Best of luck to you, Vedant Gupta. We really appreciate it. And keep us posted on your journey.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.